Another green day. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Friday. Today's April 25th, 7:17 in the morning. We just wrapped up our live session with the LPP team. They get to watch me trade live and break down the market every single day starting at market open. If you ever want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below. Right now we're having to sell. Breaks down to $1.35 per day. The quick thing that I want to talk about is the market. Why is it pushing? It's pushing higher. It's pushing for longer. NASDAQ hasn't necessarily made new highs just yet, but on the on the 30 minutes, what I wanted to show you, we're kind of building this ascending uptrend patterns. This little staircase, when it does pull back, it doesn't sell off as low as it did before. So again, it's building these like higher lows, this ascending support, and it just continues and continues to push, all based off of hope. I've looked at every news article. I've looked at every report. There's nothing that has been solidified, yet markets are still pushing. Again, this is the stock market. I know it's incredibly frustrating for some people because they're like, okay, well, nothing has actually happened between China and the US. There is no actual ongoing negotiation, nothing that has been settled, but yet there's hope that there will be. And this is why the markets are recovering. I know it's weird to talk about. It's weird to even like put into words, but this is what the stock market does. This is why they call it a leading market, a leading indicator. I get it that it's frustrating, but then this is why the market corrects so hard when nothing actually gets presented. And it's because it just gets ahead of itself. So as of right now, let's respect it for what it is. For those that have been waiting to short the market, I would still be very careful. Markets are trying to push up higher, and NASDAQ's only up 0.3%. So it's not that it's up very much, but it just wouldn't surprise me if it just consolidates a lot today. I wouldn't be surprised if it retraces right back down to lows. So if you're a type of trader that likes scalping, right? You like to buy in from the highs, short into the lows, buy into the lows, sell into the highs. Today might be a day worth trading. But if you're someone that deals best when direction is clear and there's a consistent trend for the market, I don't know if today is going to be your day because there's no major earning report that's going to be released. The consumer sentiment report was already released and it came out slightly better than what was expected. And all the other remaining reports are not much. So unless Trump sends out a tweet, which of course we can't prepare for, really, it's just knowing that that's just a factor that we have to work with right now. Or if he goes live and then says something that was not already factored in, then maybe, right? But as of right now, all we're really trying to look for is for a development between the China and U.S. negotiation. There's nothing that has been announced just yet, simply to the idea that they are open to it. So we'll see if we actually begin to see progress on that side. That can then pretty much act as a further positive catalyst for the market. I just want you to prepare because it's really challenging sometimes when you look at the 1 minute time frame, and then when you look at the 5 minute, you're like, okay, well then there is some pullback potential. I just don't know if we're going to break below that 465 support. We're still testing that same resistance for QQQ, and then when you look at the 30 minute and the 1 hour, even the 4 hour, we're still a slight descending pattern, so we could still form another leg down. It's just the markets are so desperate to recover. They're so eager to recover. So just be careful, right? You guys know that I love shorting. I just said this to my LPP team. You wanting to do something shouldn't justify it because you wanting the markets to drop doesn't mean that they will. So the whole point of learning from your mistakes is to not put yourself in the same position that you've taken losses from. And I think that many of us can agree that, yeah, you're right. Maybe markets don't have a reason to sell off. Don't have a reason to rally. But that doesn't mean that that's a reason that they will start selling off. It just means that let's respect the trend for now. Let's wait for news to solidify whatever it is that's going to continue to happen. And then if we do get confirmation of this thing breaking support and getting rejected because there is no further progression, then we can choose to short when, again, direction and sentiment is more clear. As of right now, it just doesn't make sense. It makes more sense to go long, or it has made more sense to go long the past few days. But again, now we're overbought on the 4 hour time frame. So now we're at a point where things really do need to begin to get better. If not, I just see us consolidating right around 440 to maybe 470 per share. So very excited to follow up. Again, be ready for a pretty choppy day. I'm really glad that I'm able to go live, present this video to you guys, talk to you guys about the range that the market's trading at and where the market is currently at. We're waiting for updates when it comes down to US and China and to see if any further updates are actually presented but be careful with those tweets because it's unfortunate. But yes, the market is being driven by Trump's tweets of hope, right? We hope to be working with China. We hope to be working with Japan. And we'll see how it continues. So I wish you guys nothing but the best. Again, you know that I'm always here to look out for beginners, and you know that I love shorting, but I just don't want beginners to put themselves in tough spots when markets are so eager to recover, right? I want us to make money, but I want us to make it in a calculated way. And I just don't know if today's going to be worth the risk. If you're fine with shorting with these smaller ranges of overbought and oversold, right, this consolidation range, be my guest. But if you're someone that really wants direction to be super clear, I just don't know if that's going to be today because markets have been so eager and desperate to recover. So I wish you guys nothing but the best. Hope that you see that. Again, I'm just trying to look out for both the bulls and the bears and also just respect the market trend, but also acknowledge what the current market sentiment is based off of the hope of a US and China deal. So wish you guys nothing but the best. Hope that went a thumbs up. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note and hope to see you for our live trading session on Monday. Second link in the description down below. Take care, team.